So, pyramid scheme, illegal in most countries, straight up. There's a reason why people fear them. They're illegal in most countries, so they are important to keep your eyes out for when you are looking for remote work or to start a business, or if you want to become a digital nomad and be able to work from your laptop. So yeah, these are important. You want to keep your eye open for pyramid schemes because they are illegal in most countries, and here is why. So, pyramid schemes are a form of fraud because the way that pyramid schemes make money, hello Dana, is by recruiting other people to join. So
hey, Laptop Freedom Babes, Wonderlust.
This is Hello from Greece.
hello everyone. I am going live on my phone because my laptop is saying that my Facebook doesn't have camera permission, which is not true. I mean, I guess it's true because it's not, but I'm here on my phone, so it'll be fun. We'll be connecting like this. It's harder for me to see the comments. Let's see. I'll wait for everyone to hop on. I'm really excited about this live. Phone is also plugged in, so hopefully it doesn't die. Tech issues, did not plan for this one. What do we have here? I want to see if I can see chat boxes come up. Anyway, super excited you're on this live. Let me know where you are watching from, or if you are catching the replay, put hashtag replay so that I know it's really kind of getting to everyone. This topic is really exciting for me to talk about because I just want to debunk it right away. So this live is about virtual assisting, and is it an MLM? Is it a pyramid scheme? And what does all of that mean? So I have my notes here on my laptop so that I don't miss anything. The reason why I wanted to really nip this one in the bud is because there have been times in the past when I have promoted the Laptop Freedom Program, the course. Hello, Julie. Oh, can I wave? Oh my God, I just waved to you. Okay, this is on my phone. It's like totally different. When I go to launch enrollment for the Laptop Freedom Program, I've heard it twice, which is actually a really low percentage, but I've heard it twice, like people just jumping out and being like, be careful, this is a pyramid scheme, like this is a scam. And it is really, really crushing. It is so crushing offering support and mentorship and it getting that kind of reaction. And it's not based in any knowledge at all, because when you actually think of it, it doesn't have anything to do with a pyramid scheme and it is not an MLM. So this is, accusing something of being a pyramid scheme or an MLM, it's really important to keep your eye open for things like that on the internet. But if you don't know, if you don't have the knowledge or the understanding of what a MLM or a pyramid scheme is, then you can use those words in place of fear. And I hear it a lot because investing in a course and starting a virtual assistant business is so far from a pyramid scheme that for anyone to say, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, just makes me realize I'm like, they obviously don't know what either of those things are. And the term pyramid scheme is just a placeholder for fear. And I'm really excited to talk about this now because in today's news, in today's politics, during today's pandemic, this is occurring so many times over. People jumping to fearful conclusions when they actually haven't done the research. And so the two times that people have called the Laptop Freedom Program a pyramid scheme, I've reached out to both of those people and said, hey, if you have any questions or any doubts about this program or how a virtual assistant works or how they can maybe support your business, feel free to ask me questions. I would love to arm you with knowledge so that your decisions are made from the guidance of knowledge and not mongered in fear. Does that make sense? So really excited to do this live. And I really want to teach everyone what a pyramid scheme is, what is an MLM, and what is virtual assisting and how they all differ. So this is for everyone, of course. This is for people who may have had this thought themselves, and it is for everyone who knows this already, but would love to have this knowledge and to share with others, because virtual assisting is a wonderful thing, and some people think it's too good to be true. And we are always going to be faced with people who think like this and who don't believe in things that can be awesome and believe things are too good to be true and make decisions based in fear and accuse things of being a pyramid scheme and all this kind of juicy stuff. So let me get down to it. So like I said, this normally comes up when I open up enrollment for the Laptop Freedom Program. And this is why it's so interesting, because investing in a Laptop Freedom in a program like the Laptop Freedom Program, where you are given the step-by-step tools and skills and guides for setting up a virtual assistant business, something that's so tangible, would be like going to school for like more like a trades program. So going to school to become a carpenter, you learn how to be a carpenter, and at the end, you know, the goal is to have a job as a carpenter, and then your work as a carpenter will pay back your investment for going to carpentry school. Hello, Jess Morrison. I love seeing you on my lives. That's what investing in a virtual assistant program is more like. It's like going to school to be a carpenter. However, a lot of us have gone to school for something a lot more general. Psychology, economics, bachelors of arts, you know, something a lot more general, and we don't question at all, like jumping into student loans and being covered in debt. We don't doubt that at all. It's just what we're programmed to do, and we dive into these programs in school. We rack up all the student loan, and it's not nearly as tangible and has the same results as like a trades program or investing in a program for virtual assisting. So that is when I commonly hear like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, is when enrollment opens for the Laptop Freedom Program. And it's the reprogramming of our thought processes and what we've been taught. So let me jump into what each of these things are. And I took note. So pyramid scheme, illegal in most countries, straight up. There's a reason why people fear them. They're illegal in most countries, so they are important to keep your eyes out for when you are looking for remote work or to start a business, or if you want to become a digital nomad and be able to work from your laptop. So yeah, these are important. You want to keep your eye open for pyramid schemes because they are illegal in most countries, and here is why. So pyramid schemes are a form of fraud because the way that pyramid schemes make money, hello Dana, is by recruiting other people to join. So the first person at the top of the pyramid scheme, they recruit 2 people to join. Those 2 people are then expected to recruit other people, and for every person they recruit, they earn money. So when you join a pyramid scheme, you pay to play. You pay like a joining fee. And when you pay a joining fee, the person who recruited you gets a cut, and then the person above them gets a cut, and then eventually the person at the very top gets a cut. There's no real like selling of products or anything like that. Hello, Sammy. So happy to see you here. Again, guys, I'm on my phone because my laptop is being dumb. So I'm just jumping into like pyramid schemes and MLM and virtual assisting because they actually don't have anything to do with virtual assisting, but I hear it come up every so often. I just want to nip it in the bud. Okay, so pyramid scheme, so each person buys to participate in the funnel through the pyramid scheme. So the person at the top, they recruit 2 people to join the pyramid scheme. Those 2 people pay the top person to join. Then the way those 2 new people make money is that they have to recruit new people, and they pay, and then a portion of what the new people pay goes to the recruiter, and then the rest goes to the person. And it's pyramid because it gets exponential growth. There's actually the reason why it's illegal and it's fraud is because there's no actual selling of anything. The only way to make money is to recruit people to join below you. But in fact, there's nothing that anyone's really joining. People are just recruiting people to pay to recruit people to pay. So that is a pyramid scheme. It's all about recruiting people and taking a chunk of what they then pay to join the pyramid scheme. And as the pyramid gets wider and wider at the bottom, it gets harder and harder for people to make any money, because the percentage of what each recruiter gets becomes smaller and smaller. And that's why it's fraud. That's why it's illegal in most countries. And it's not really based on selling anything. So yes, you have to keep your eye open for pyramid schemes. But as you can tell, it's pretty obvious. A program like the Laptop Freedom Program or starting your virtual assistant business is not a pyramid scheme. So then let's now jump into what a MLM is, multi-level marketing business. Some of them are pyramid schemes, so you have to be very careful with that. But a lot of them are totally legal because it is based around selling a product. So it might be like a beauty product or a face lotion or a cleanser or anything like that. We've all kind of seen MLMs, or if you've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that episode where they were like, boom, boom. And then, because it was some kind of I think it was protein powder. It was a juice. It was like a boom, boom juice. Totally tell me in the chat box if you've seen that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's so funny. That's more like an MLM. So MLM, a lot of them are not illegal. So MLMs, where they kind of get a bad rap is that they also have an initial fee. Yes, Jess, you're thinking Brooklyn Nine. Boom, boom. It's so funny. MLMs also have an initial setup cost, plus they have to buy the first round of products. And so that's why it can also get a bad rap, because you might buy into the MLM and then you might not make any money. And so that's why MLMs can sometimes be really tough. The way MLMs work is that you join to sell the product. So you pay an initiation fee. You buy the first round of products so that you have something to show. And you make money 2 ways. By selling the product, so you get a cut of what you sell, like a commission, and then of course the rest of the sales goes to the umbrella company. And you also get commission for recruiting other people to join the MLM. So that's 2 ways to make money in an MLM, and that's why it's similar to a pyramid scheme, and you have to be careful. But because it's based around a product, it's not illegal. I hope that makes sense. So MLMs make money in 2 ways: by selling the product and by recruiting new people in. And a lot of reasons MLMs get a bad rap is because they encourage the exploitation of friends and family. You're trying to sell to your friends and family. You're trying to recruit them in because that's the way that you make money. And again, it's like you run your own business because you are a salesperson for a certain product. You work from home. It's easy peasy. It can be a side hustle. And so it can be attractive to people, but you still don't work for yourself. It's not like a virtual assistant where you're a contractor or a freelancer and you work for yourself. So when you are looking to work from home, have a side hustle, work for yourself, kind of, MLMs might attract you because it's like, oh, look, the whole business part is set up for me. Someone's going to tell me how to run the business. And then all I have to do, hello, Nina, all I have to do is sell a product and then recruit a couple friends and I'm good to go. So it is for some people. Lots of people do have success with MLMs, but as you can see, it's not quite virtual assisting. So Now I want to jump into how all of those differences have to do with virtual assisting. So pyramid scheme, like I said, illegal in most countries. It's fraud. It's not based around a product. The way you make money is by recruiting other people into the pyramid scheme. And it's all just kind of like an empty shell, and that's why it's fraud. And it's a pyramid. You can see the pyramid, okay? And virtual assisting is not a pyramid. Hello, Marzan. So good to see you here. South Africa, I think, which is super cool. I'd love to hear where you guys are from. MLM, that is about selling a product and recruiting people into the MLM. That's what it's based around. You still don't work for yourself. It is based around a product, so it's not illegal, but close to a pyramid scheme. And that's why the two can sometimes get confusing and there can be some overlap. So think of a Venn diagram. One circle you got pyramid scheme, one circle you got MLM, and then they like overlap in the middle. That can happen. So let's talk about virtual assisting. Let's talk about how virtual assisting is neither of those things, and investing in a program of any kind. I'm not just talking about the laptop freedom program. Any program is not a pyramid scheme. So virtual assisting, you work for yourself, okay? No one gets a cut. No one gets commission for recruiting you in to the cult of virtual assisting. There is no product you're selling. You are offering a service and you are getting compensated for that service, okay? You're not paying to play. There's no initiation fee to enter the club of virtual assisting so that you can start virtual assisting. There's not even a license or a certification that you need to become a virtual assistant. So think of virtual assisting like an event planner, okay? An event planner is someone who offers a service. You pay them for that service, and like if it's a wedding planner, then you pay the wedding planner to plan the wedding, but you also pay for the flowers and you pay for the food and you pay for the booze and all that kind of stuff. Hello, Kara. The wedding planner doesn't pay for that. The wedding planner is offering you a service and you pay for that service. So that's that's like virtual assisting. Wedding planner, not a pyramid scheme. Wedding planners would never get accused of being a pyramid scheme or an MLM. Someone who cleans your house, same idea, right? You are paying someone to come in and clean and organize your house. Hello, Lacey. So happy to see you here too. Oh my gosh, all the girls in the Laptop Freedom Program are watching. It makes me so happy. Gardener, landscaper. Hello, Danielle. Virtual assisting is more like a gardener or someone who comes and mows your lawn than it has anything to do with a pyramid scheme or an MLM. I hope that really makes sense. Virtual assistants work for themselves. They offer a service. They get compensated for their service. There is no pay to play initiation fee. There is no scheme to recruit more VAs. It's like a graphic designer. A graphic designer is like a specialized VA. So, and if you want to invest in a program to start your virtual assistant business, that would be like going to school to become a carpenter. You go to school, you learn how to become a carpenter, you learn carpentry skills, you graduate the program, you become a carpenter, you get your job as a carpenter, and that money you make as a carpenter pays back the investment in the carpenter program that you invested in. So it's not a pyramid scheme, and I just wanted to nip that one in the butt. And anyone that is any VAs or people exploring VAs who are also, explaining it to their friends and family, that is something that may come up with them as well. And now you know how to give them the knowledge to show them the difference. Because I've noticed that when the word pyramid scheme blurts out of people's mouths, it's because it's totally based in fear. They obviously don't know what a pyramid scheme is. They don't know what an MLM is, and they don't know what virtual assisting is, because if they knew, then they would know that it's not a pyramid scheme and it's not an MLM. And so we get to help these people see that, and we get to support them in that, because it's anything that sounds too good to be true is, and they go pyramid scheme, it's such a self-limiting belief. And you got to look out for pyramid schemes. You do. But come on, they're so different. And all you need to do is a little bit of research. So I'm so glad you guys hopped on for that. This was on my phone because my laptop is lame. This was a really fun live to do because I so passionately want to support women in becoming virtual assistants. The program I run is the program I went through that changed my life, and that's so unique. It's so unique to like run the program that in fact you went through, and it obviously worked. So it hurts sometimes when I open enrollment for the Laptop Freedom Program and once in a blue moon someone's like, pyramid scheme. I even got on a connection call with a woman who, the moment she got on a call, she's like, how can I trust you? How do I know this is real? And immediately I was like, okay, we're not here to talk about the Laptop Freedom Program. We're here to have a discussion about her self-limiting beliefs and the things that are blocking her in allowing the possibility of a virtual assistant business, being open to it. So we talked about it, you know, I said, we've been messaging, you've clearly done your research. I'm now on a phone call with you. What more can I say? Like I asked her, I said, what more do you need from the outside world to convince you in the belief that virtual assisting is not a scam and that it's real and you can give it a go? And basically she's like, I don't know. And I said, well, then that means it's something internal. It's something about you. It's something with you and your mindset and the self-limiting beliefs that you have that are stopping you from all the knowledge that's coming at you and still blocking it out and keeping you where you are, keeping you stuck. So if anyone is thinking pyramid scheme or is talking to anyone that says, I don't know, this whole virtual assisting, working online thing sounds like a scam, sounds like a pyramid scheme, then I hope that this live has armed you with the knowledge of the differences. And I gotta tell you, before I hopped on this live, I watched 2 YouTube videos on pyramid scheme and MLM. Each YouTube video was 2.5 minutes. It took me 5 freaking minutes to do my research on what a pyramid scheme is, what an MLM is, and I obviously already know what a virtual assistant is. 5 minutes of research. And so I really want to, I hope I am empowering everyone that not even around virtual assisting and working online and wanting to be a digital nomad and this whole belief of it's too good to be true, but in everything, politics, COVID-19, like news. Are we making our decisions from knowledge, or are we lashing out with fear and throwing out really dangerous words like pyramid scheme? Because yes, pyramid schemes exist and we should look out for them. But if that limiting belief and that lack of knowledge is stopping you from becoming a virtual assistant, traveling the world, working from home with your family, and freaking living the best life ever, then it was 5 minutes of YouTube videos. That's it. And a little bit of a leap. And I'm here. I'm here to catch you when you leap, because it's my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna go. That was awesome. I'd love to hear if you catch the replay. If you have any questions, did you find that helpful? Has anyone like come up with this? MLM, pyramid scheme, all those kind of words getting tossed around the VA world? I'd love to hear in the comments, because like, let's chat.